And they are off and racing, but a false start from Adrian Boishy in the left-hand side of the screen. Charlie Aldridge streaks away from the line on the number 2, but it's Boishy's teammate, Christopher Blevins, who hits the bottom off the start-finish straight first.
Yeah, we saw Boishy go, stop, and now he's been completely swallowed back into the
What's happened there, Ollie? Was he watching the gun, maybe, not the lights?
No idea, but he tried to jump it a little bit, I think.
Here we go, back on the climb then. And at the front, Flukiger makes way for Azaro, who takes to the front of the race for the first time. Koretsky's right up at the sharp end now as well. Here we go, Azaro trading blows with Mateusz Flukiger, pedal for pedal up this climb.
Aldridge again having to push hard up the outside. It's Lucas Schwartzbauer, right, who we've forgotten a little bit so far, coming up the outside. Little gaps at the moment as Azaro pushes on. Christopher Blevins as well, 5th place at the moment in that line. And I put him down as that master tactician. You know, he's always in the right place. We saw him winning the cross-country in Maripora, the first round last year. Didn't waste a single bit of energy till he needed to attack.
Boishy leading the way, fastest lap of the race. Look how good Christopher Blevins, the rider in 2nd place, is through these jumps, though, in the red of Specialized Racing. Andreasen, though, likes this place, likes Brazil, has some fond memories from last season, and is back at the front of this one on the Orbea.
Another rider we need to mention, Thomas Litcher as well, short track specialist.
Just has another look down at the bike there, Andreasen. Across that B line, not taking the A line across the gap, so doesn't seem to be affecting his lap time too much.
Somebody he's not 100% happy with. Like I say, new team, new bike, might take a little bit more to dial in. Or
as they head towards the start-finish line again on lap 4 out of 8 here, halfway into the first UCI cross-country short track World Cup of the season. And it's Christopher Blevins who leads Simon Andreasen, who leads Jordan Saru.
Lucas Schwartzbauer as well, just doing a good short track, just working his way through. Oh, it's Blevins getting really argy-bargy.
The rain has stopped, I can tell you that. No more rain outside the commentary booth window, just blue skies and some red-hot racing here in Araxá.
That was a big move by Blevins.
Let's say Andreasen taking up that central position, but now Blevins goes round the outside of him. Koretsky getting a toe off his teammate.
See Nino Schurter riding really well so far, always sitting in that front 8.
It's so congested back there, isn't it? And there's a Chilean flag waving for Martin Vidari. Vidari currently in 11th now by our screens, but they're all still together. UCI World Champion in 3rd wheel at the minute. Just watch the amount of speed, though, Chris Blevins can generate from the ground itself.
With the minimum amount of energy, that's the key. You know, he's just rolling, he's recovering.
It's still Andreasen and Blevins at the front of this one as they split into the multi-line section, and the two of them really have been commanding at the front of this, Ollie.
It's all getting a bit choppy.
Oh, look at Azaro going shoulder to shoulder with Blevins, shakes the head. Azaro not happy with that.
Blevins has got some sharp elbows tonight. He's not shy, he's pushing his way through when he needs to.
For a softly spoken man, he can make himself big when he wants to. There's Schurter on the right-hand side, though, as they head on to the base of this climb. Nino Schurter never won a UCI Short Track World Cup before.
Yeah, it's amazing, huh?
We had to check that 2 or 3 times, actually, because it sounds so implausible, but Schurter... Oh, look at Blevins up this climb now. Blevins taps it on. Only Azaro can go with him. Then it's Saru, then Andreasen.
Smart move. Go along. Try and
create Koretsky bobbles. On clips to the left-hand side of the track. Koretsky in trouble.
And it'd be interesting if Blevins can just go and pull a few guys free. They can work together.
If Chris Blevins gets that bit of news, it could be flat out from here on lap 7th in Araxá. Look at Chris Blevins out front. Colorado native.
You see Mateusz Azaro, the rider that can counter pretty relatively easily.
Watch Koretsky here, Ollie, talk us through it.
Just on the outside, just coming through, just catches the wheel of Nino as they both try to kick that cop corner. And I mean, you're losing 10 places, 12 places, and also it's taking the riders out from behind now.
He's got history with that climb as well from the cross-country Olympic race last season. It really did. You get the feeling cost him it. Andreasen taking the win, but meanwhile, back at the front, lap 7 out of 8 then. And they head on to the final lap. And this is where it is about to get very, very noisy here in Araxá. Koretsky, though, fighting his way back onto the front of this race. Never knows when he's beaten the Frenchman.
Thomas Litcher as well, so had to start at the back, 40th on the grid.
Azaro in the French national champions colours.
And they're back on.
Back on as
Possibly
well.
helpful as well, you know, Blevins was at the front, could look behind.
Oh, Andreasen just getting blocked as he went onto the bridge there. You're about to see Viktor Koretsky make that specialised, wider than a transit van up this climb, just to slow everyone else down and get a bit of a recovery as they head onto the base to Clover.
Right, hold on tight.
Look at Blevins on the right-hand side, digging deep. It's a drag race up the bottom of the climb. Blevins goes past Koretsky. Azaro slots in behind the UCI world champion. But Blevins goes again, kicks again up this climb.
Wow, what an attack by Blevins. The fact they were able to get that position as well.
He hasn't shaken Koretsky though. Viktor Koretsky doesn't know when he's beaten. Azaro, his compatriot, slotting in third behind him.
Be interested to see now two specialised teammates are going to play any tactics. Or happy to drag Azaro to the line.
Koretsky only finished outside the top 2 in short track once last season, and even that was only a 4th place. But Blevins, though, has put some distance between them on the jumps.
Be interested to see if Blevins, well, Koretsky just backs off a little bit.
Blevins looks to have a couple of bike lengths to play with here, but we've just seen the overall title holder ride his way back into the front of the race with very, very little space to do it in. Here we go.
But the team tactics here would be just let the gap appear, make Azaro chase, don't drag Azaro to the line.
Azaro looking like he's struggling to stay with the pace off Blevins and Koretsky. Koretsky closes right back up on Blevins, they nearly touch. Koretsky and Blevins, elbow to elbow, Blevins leads in. Turns right, Koretsky is the inside line. Blevins keeps the lead, 1 quarter to go, and then they're going to go shoulder to shoulder on this start-finish straight. Chris Blevins lights the blue touch paper, takes off away from Viktor Koretsky. Blevins gets the job done in Araxá. Viktor Koretsky in 2nd place, Matisse Azaro in 3rd. Superb race, start to finish. Blevins in the conversation right from the get-go. And that final lap battle